In May 1914, Lady Sybil Crawley attends a by-election event in Ripon with Tom Branson, the Crawley family's chauffeur, concerning Lady Violet. Concerned that Sybil's involvement with the suffragettes puts Branson in jeopardy, especially given his position, Lady Violet intervenes. Back at Downton Abbey, Carson, the butler, discovers cellar wine has been stolen. Carson informs Cora, the Countess of Grantham, that the Turkish ambassador's dinner may be at risk. Cora then learns from Carson about a potentially scandalous letter detailing a rumor involving Lady Mary and the late Mr. Pamuk. She asks Carson to retrieve the letter. Carson confronts Thomas about the missing wine, but is interrupted before he can get answers. Mary's former suitor, Sir Anthony Strallan, visits Downton Abbey, which gives Edith hope. Rumors begin to swirl as O'Brien tells Lady Cora that Mr. Carson is upset about Mr. Bates, hinting at a potential disappointment. Lady Mary asks Robert if Branson can drive her to Ripon for a charity meeting, but Robert is hesitant until Mary assures him that she can go. Meanwhile, Lady Rosamond arrives with a troubling letter for Violet, revealing a scandalous story about Lady Mary. Violet is dismayed, learning Rosamond helped Sybil communicate with Branson. William tells Daisy that he is upset that Mr. Carson doesn't believe him, and Daisy wants to expose Thomas. Sybil encourages Anna to persevere in her dreams, offering her support. Anna confronts Mr. Bates about the accusations, threatening to expose him if she loses her job. Violet seeks Cora and Mary's opinions on a matter at the hospital, hinting at a family quandary related to Sybil. Mary and Branson drive to Ripon for a by-election, where Branson initially misunderstands Mary's intentions. Robert allows Sir Anthony Strallan to stay for dinner and mentions they may have to hire a nurse. Daisy expresses her frustration to Mrs. Hughes, feeling unfairly questioned by Mr. Carson. Sybil attends the election results in Ripon, where she is injured in a crowd, prompting Branson to take her to Crawley House for safety. At Crawley House, Lady Violet and Lady Mary tend to the injured Lady Sybil, who asks Mary to support Tom Branson, claiming he was unaware the location was a meeting. Matthew arrives to check on Sybil and reveals he had to knock someone down. Back at Downton Abbey, Daisy tells Carson she lied about Bates and wants to recant her statement, which she does in secret. Robert confronts Sybil about her disobedience regarding Branson, but Mary defends Branson as well. Carson investigates the allegations against Bates, questioning O'Brien, who claims she was mistaken, but he doesn't dismiss Bates outright. Later, Matthew and Mary share a moment, and Mrs. Hughes has a discussion with the other maids before Thomas appears to be forming a plan. Carson offers his resignation to Robert, which is declined, and then addresses Daisy, O'Brien, Anna, and Bates, hinting at Bates's past and suggesting an alcohol-free life for him. Matthew offers to help Branson obtain the necessary letters for his release, and Sybil urges Mary to be kinder. Matthew and Mary kiss, witnessed by Robert. Anna and Bates are upset. Mary questions Sybil about whether Matthew is the reason for her kindness towards him. Later, Mary and Matthew share a farewell as he departs. Violet Crawley visits Rosamond Painswick to discuss the unfolding crisis surrounding Mary and the late Mr. Pamuk. Violet reassures Rosamond that she comes in peace and admits she hopes she would have had the strength to help Mary in a similar situation. They agree that dwelling on the past is pointless and that minimizing the damage is the only course of action. Violet reveals she has written to Susan, falsely claiming the story about Pamuk was fabricated to discredit him, hoping Susan will keep quiet to avoid any potential scandal. Rosamond expresses concern about the Turkish ambassador, but Violet dismisses the threat. Violet emphasizes the urgency of finding a suitable match for Mary as the only way to move forward, and Rosamond then reveals that Matthew has proposed to Mary. Violet is shocked to learn that Mary plans to tell Matthew about Pamuk before accepting his proposal. Violet believes Mary is being naive, as most couples enter marriage with secrets. Violet declares that if Mary refuses Matthew, they will take her abroad to find a husband, perhaps an Italian. They decide to wait until the start of the grouse season for Mary's decision. Rosamond says if Mary rejects Matthew, a trip to Rome in the autumn is official. As Violet prepares to leave, Rosamond thanks her for her unwavering support of Mary. Even though Violet struggles to forgive those who break her rules, Violet explains that Mary receives her support because she is family and therefore trumps all.